So hello, girls.
Hello.
Hi. So I would like to show you what Kyle prepared. And this is actually about 12 shifts for learner-centered environment and how to create more engaged and empowered learners. So I would like to show you those 12 shifts. And let's discuss how do ASPINTOA cards actually help to transform from the old way of teaching to the new way of teaching. So I will place it like this. And so the first one is learning design. So from the teacher design education to co-design education. So what would you tell me about the first one, the old way and new way?
So I would say that when it was like an old way, the teachers were taking over the whole lesson. They were talking the whole lesson and the students were just listening and didn't even talk. And now, if they would use the cards in lessons, we would like the students could talk to each other, maybe get to know each other a little more, and it wouldn't be all about the teachers, but the students could also talk and be in the lesson.
They can talk with each other, actually. Yeah? They have, like, the teachers have the communication system in place, so they can actually use it. Lucy?
Mm-hmm.
You want to add
it's
something?
the same for me.
Okay. So
I think I'm good.
So the second one is the learning process. So it was led by content, and now we are trying to be that it's going to be led by inquiry.
I think it's like that. Like now it before it was like ruled by the textbooks and stuff, and now it's supposed to be like ruled just like by the students, that they have to figure out things by themselves.
Maybe even the real life education, like real experience education, because you can talk about you, because the personal development is implemented in those cards or this communication system as well. Ame?
Yeah, I agree with Lucy.
Okay. So the next one is inquiry. So teacher's questions. So the teacher were asking questions. And now let's focus on the student question. So how much time do you actually have to ask questions?
I would say that when it was like the old way of teaching, the teachers were asking all the questions and the students never like got to ask something about it, and they just only studied from what they heard from the teacher. But right now the the questions can be also from the students, and the students can also talk to each other and with the teacher. So yeah.
Great. So the next part is content and skill acquisition. So before it was isolated by the discipline, and now it's relevant and like connected with other subjects, for example. And so Lucy?
I think it's like that. The older way of teaching, like Amy said, that like the subjects were like isolated from each other, and now like the teachers or the students have to try to like merge them together.
Yeah. Ame, do you want to add something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So the next one is student work. So how to go from worksheets and test-based teaching to real-world product service inquiry.
So the old teaching was like they gave out papers to the students and they had questions there, or there were like things that they had to study from. But now they have cards with pictures where they can also see how it can look like, or there's internet, so the teacher can show them pictures about what they're learning or videos or stuff like that, so they can understand it better and they can like have their own opinion on it because they saw how it looks like.
Yeah, and when we are talking about the test-based things and worksheets, when I'll have the sets of cards, how can I actually show the product in a real world inquiry with the boxes? How can I show the student work in it? How do I know what you know?
You can like make videos or stuff.
Videos or stuff, or you can measure it, right? You can measure your communication right now because of that. You can actually lead others with that, so you can help others to learn and show them how to learn actually. Okay, so the next one is motivation. So before the students were working for grades, and now we are trying to work to have the motivation and to solve the real world problems. So how does or how does the card or how do the card system help you actually to think about the real world problems? When you think of Infide or the dialogue is cards with the picture of I'm hungry, for example, and you see the child in Africa hungry. So can we spark the communication and talk about it more, like that you can take the card and have it like one topic and go deeper in it, find the videos for it and so on. But this is my opinion. What is yours?
I think I have the same opinion because like you can take any picture, almost anything, and you can talk endlessly about it.
Yeah, that's I also agree, and that's what happens with me and Lucy when we work with Infity or Speak Up cards, and there's the questions and pictures. We always have like a 10-minute conversation or even longer about the picture or about the question, about anything.
You go deeper, right?
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So how important is it for you to work for grades, or actually to solve some real or to solve some real world problem? Which one would you choose for your motivation to learn whatever?
I think I would
I would
choose the
probably
new
choose.
way.
Sorry, so I'm me
Sorry.
first and then Lucy.
I would choose
Yeah, it's okay.
I would choose the other one because I can, like, when I have a topic to study for, I can see videos and pictures of it, so it would help me to know more about it.
And it's actually something that we do in Sweden, Chile here. So you can
Yeah.
design your own school. Yeah, you love the project-based learning here, actually. Yeah, because it's projects for 6 hours and you are so immersed
We do
into
that all
it.
the time.
Yes. And Lucy, please. Go ahead, Lucy, now.
I think like for me it's the same as for Amy. I would also choose like solving the real world problems because working for a grade is pointless.
Yeah.
Why is it pointless? What is the reason that it's pointless?
It's like we study just to get something that we like can't even see. Like what is it for?
Yeah, nice. Okay, the next one is the student reflection. You see the arrow on both sides. So it can be product focused and also the process focused. So what does it mean for you as a student to have reflection on what you are doing and studying? And how does the system help you to see the reflection? We were talking about that you can measure actually what you are doing, right? So you can take the cards to have it and see how much you've done already, for example. And also we were working with the Rebel Girls books, yeah. So you were able to actually create your own product or cards because it's now like the up-to-date learning, what is important right now for you and not what in the old books, for example. Yeah, okay. So the task completion to go from the independent to collaborative, and sometimes, of course, to work, it's both sides again, that you work independently, you know how to work by yourself, and how to have the teamwork and work together. So what would you say?
I actually prefer the teamwork because there's different opinions on the topic. So we can like put them together and create one big opinion about it, and we can work and we can have different ideas. But if it's just one person, it also works, but you got only yours ideas. But if we work as a team, there's more ideas, so we have like more to work with and more to talk about or do in the project. So yeah.
Yeah. Lucy?
For me, well, like the task completion, it's I also like the collaborative more because, as Amy said, there's more ideas.
Okay. Discussion, learning experience, teachers-led, and Socratic questions, which is great about dialogues, yeah, because it's all open-ended questions and that made you think. And so what would you say about the learning experience with books, with cards, and teachers-led or Socratic or facilitated together?
So I really like I really like working with the cards because I can see the picture, I see the question, and it really helped me to learn English way better than in school because we don't have these cards in school, but I would really like to because it would help so many students to have better English and for them to actually enjoy speaking English, because when I ask my classmates if they like English, they always say they don't because there's no fun way in teaching. There's no fun way of how our school teaches English. But with these cards, we could talk with each other. We could get to know more about each other. And I think it would be much better than just like normally.
Lucy? Thank you.
Yeah, for me it's the same. Like at my old school, all my classmates would also say that English is terrible and they hate it, but I never really got why. But then I figured because they're bored. They just do the worksheet and listen to the teacher. But if they like spoke with each other, then it would be much more fun.
And maybe I'm just
They would
thinking
learn
that
like so
with
much.
the books, it's still the teacher who is leading the classroom, right? But with the cards, you are actually in charge and you lead your education. Yeah, and you listen about others and learn about others, and also if you are advanced speakers and they are not, you have the cards connect you with the speaking part, so you can actually speak with each other and you don't have to wait for your turn. Okay. Project assessment. So the progress was monitored by the teacher, and now we are trying actually that students and peers and experts will give you the feedback or the critique that you can actually evaluate your project assessment, and it doesn't have to be monitored only by teacher. So what do you think? How would you do it with the cards?
I think that like if the progress is monitored by only one teacher, then like I don't know, there's just like one, we can say, type of feedback the student will get. But if there are more people who can give you the feedback, then you have like many more opinions on what you did wrong and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. The next one is audience for work. So as we said right now, actually, it's like it might be led by the teacher, but maybe when you created the project, for example, your future school or so, you get authentic public audience because you are showing others what projects you actually made, and you can get the opinion. Yeah, actually it was more with the project assessment as well. So is there something that you would like to add to it, to have the audience for your work that will give you the feedback?
No.
Okay.
No,
And the last one is, the last one is project delivery. Is school-based or community connected. So when you do some projects, how much is it connected to community or school? Is the community involved in it? Like, do you do something for the seniors in your city, or you would love to do that? Or can you imagine take the cards and go to the senior center and teach them, or to do something? Or
Well, it
baby
sounds
club?
interesting, but I think I would be like really stressed about it and probably wouldn't have the courage to do it. So yeah.
So right now the projects are actually school-based more than community connected. Yeah.
Yes.
But for example, in Sweden, Chile, or summer camps, or the courses that you have, this is the community that actually right now you are connected from more cities, and you two get to know each other. Otherwise you wouldn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you two go to different schools, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so
Yes,
this
we
was the
do.
message for Kyle Wagner, who actually has the website Transform Schools, and he's into project-based learning, and I really love those shifts. So I just wanted to take you and talk about those 12 shifts. How can we actually have more engaged students and empowered learners? And I would say, hopefully, leaders, because the only way how to create leaders is actually to let you become the leader. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. See ya. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.